Hey guys, welcome to my weekly vlog. Today is Tuesday. I didn't vlog yesterday. I forgot halfway through the day and I kind of thought, well, I'll just start tomorrow. So, little pup. I'm just giving the little puppy some brekkie. She's really hungry and she's really excited. She seems to have grown overnight. We're going to a wedding this afternoon, and Jane just asked me if I can go and help with a salad because the bride and groom are doing it all themselves, so I'm just going to nip over and just help her prepare that. So it's 2:30. I finished helping Jane with the salads about 12. I think it took us both longer than we anticipated. There was about 100 people going to this wedding, so she wanted to do like a really big Mexican salad, and so we just had to cut up cucumber, tomatoes, what else did I cut up? I can't remember. All these vegetables into very small slices. So, done that. I'm just about to go to the supermarket now because we're out of milk, and Ben wants me to get some more beer making stuff. We need some bottle tops for the cider, because we think that might be done, so I might bottle that tonight, and then Ben wants to put another lager in. I'm just going to take this recycling bin over to Jane so it can be taken away on Monday. It's driving me mad. The puppy just keeps stealing stuff out of the bin and dragging it around, so it just looks a bit messy. Hey guys, just got back from the supermarket and I just set up our new printer. It's very large, but I got it because it's one of those like automatic scanners, so like you don't have to scan page by page, it'll just automatically feed in, which is what I wanted, and it was actually a really good price. It was $140, but then apparently can get $40 cash back. It's a promotion that Epson are currently running, so I need to go on and apply for that cash back. But it takes up like half of the desk. We need to move it onto something else. That's our printer and this is the desk. So we need to get that moved. In the supermarket, I totally picked the wrong queue. There was a lady in front of me, like an older lady, and she's been really slow, like unpacking groceries and stuff. And then she paid by cheque. Couldn't believe it. I've never ever seen anyone paying by cheque. I thought it was like, well, in the UK, I didn't think like Tesco's and stuff even accepted cheque, because it couldn't, like, it can just bounce, can't it? Like, they must be trusting accepting a cheque. Yeah, and I got ID'd. I am 29 and I got ID'd. I was buying, Ben asked me to buy a lager making thing, so they ID'd me because of that, and I didn't have any ID, but they let me through. I grinned and said I was 29, so yeah, and I'm sure they've seen me before, and they've seen my ID before, so yes, I'm a baby face. We just sat on the deck. I'm having a feijoa and passion fruit cider by the wild side, and just watching our little baby daughter play in the garden. Oh, Lucy, she's having a mad hour. She's not allowed in the veg patch. She loves darting in and out of like all the broccoli and stuff. Funny.
Here she comes. Good girl.
Here she comes, empty soda bottle in her mouth that she stole from the recycle bin. Buried somewhere, so JJ couldn't find it.
I think it was under the deck.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I heard a battle in here. Clanking away, clank, clank, clank.
Good morning, guys. Today I'm going to attempt to try and put all my clothes away that are in boxes, or at least start putting all my clothes away. Little puppy's been a rascal again this morning, as per usual. You been a little rascal. You a little rascal, hey? I think so. This morning was really quite cold. Big dew on the fields. It's warming up now. It's quite warm outside. Not as warm as the other day. It was boiling. It got up to 32 degrees. Not yesterday, but the day before. Right, I'm gonna get on doing my clothes.
No, no, hey, no,
Somebody seems to be knackered after their she's moved. Someone seems to be knackered after their day out with Benji. Who's this under here? Who's this under here? Hey? Little pupster. Lucy. Lucy Lockett. What are you doing? Look who's squirmed away in. I thought she was being nice and going to warm her feet up, but she wants to bite them instead. Who's under the desk? Hey? Lucy Lou, please go outside if you're not going to be nice. I quite like you sitting on my feet because you're nice and warm. Ouchie, but please don't bite them. I'm just taking my little munchkin for a walk. I think she needs to let off a bit of energy. She's just woken up from her afternoon nap and came in to see me in the office. Ben is just doing some chainsawing in this field up here. He's taking the lower branches off the trees, so I'm going to go and see what he's up to. He's got the sheepdogs with him, so let Lucy play with them and get a bit of energy out of her system. It's been a nice day today. It's noticeably cooler because a few days ago it was really hot. We're into autumn now, and it cooled off. As soon as autumn hit, it really cooled off. And then we had a couple of days like that were really, really hot, like summer. And now it's starting to feel a bit like autumn again, but it's quite nice how it's sunny and the temperature's reasonably alright, like mid-20s. Still quite nice. There's a cool breeze, but it's actually quite pleasant. This is Benji and some chaps and his chainsaw. It's like a lumberjack. This is what he's been cutting down, all the just trimming the totras. Good morning, guys. I need to make muesli again this morning because we're out again. I feel like I do it every week. I probably do. So that's because we eat every morning. Let me just find the oats. Today I need to get on with the cash flow for the farm. Ben's been writing down all the costs and stuff of like animal health and the cropping and things that I don't know about, and I'll input it into the cash flow, add other things like admin, farm lease, things like that he doesn't know about, and see if we can make any cash this year. We think that we'll break even, but that means that we're breaking even, but we're still taking, I think it's like 30,000 New Zealand dollars out for drawings, which pays for like food and covers the rent for the cottage that we'll be paying, electricity and things like that. So I need to add everything up and just make sure that that's enough, because I really have no idea. Had a bit of a meltdown this afternoon, a bit of a cry. I've just been out fencing helping Ben fence just to try and cheer myself up a bit. Spend some time with somebody. I'm alright. I think I'm just feeling a little bit weird about the whole like job situation, because I've gone from being in the UK and working in an accountancy type job, which I felt was quite good and like my career was progressing and stuff, and now I feel it's all a bit uncertain. Like I knew that it would be hard for me to keep on with my accountancy over here, and I'd love to just get fully involved with the farm and like start up a wedding business here, but that won't happen for another 3 years because the farm needs to start. We need to get into the farm before I start have like building another business from scratch. We can't really start 2 businesses from scratch straight away. So anyway, I don't want to get too I don't want to tell you too much about it, but just been feeling a bit rubbish this afternoon. Anyway, tonight we're going to bottle up our cider that is finished brewing in the big jar in the utility room. So I just need to sterilise all the bottles. So I think I'm just going to wash them out with some boiling water, or just normal water, and then stick them in the oven to kill any bugs that might be there. So I'm just sterilising all my bottles. I've done 1 lot, got another lot in the oven, and then I've got 3 stubborn ones that have grown mould at the bottom of them, and I'm really struggling to get the mould out because I don't have one of those like little cork things you put in the bottle, what they call, like, you know, like the bits of wire with all the fluff on them to clean them out. So I'm resorting to soak them in water and then shaking the water up and hoping mould comes off, but if it doesn't, I'm going to have to just not use them, throw them away. But I've got quite a few sitting on the side done. So all the bottles I've sterilised. I've double sterilised them. I've done them in a powder solution we've got here, no rinse steriliser, and then stuck them in the oven. So this is my other lot I've got in the oven at the moment. I'm not sure if I'm going to need more bottles or whether that'll be alright. We will see. We're now going to commence bottling the cider. We've had a little taste and it tastes alright. It doesn't have a really strong taste like I was expecting it to have, but it tastes drinkable, so we'll bottle it up and then drink it. Good morning, everybody. I'm off, we are off
Feeding the cows.
feeding the cows this morning. Got my little helper with me. The idea is that Ben will fork off the bale on the back of here and I'll drive. We've got about 3 little Scotty cows in the herd, and they're so like fluffy and cute. There's one over there. The big moo cow here. Oh, don't come close to me, little cow. Big cow. So I'm just driving the truck while Ben forks out the silage behind the truck. So I'm just cooking some dinner. It's 5:30 and I'm just going to put a roast on. I'm going to have roast beef and I've seasoned it with black pepper, salt and some garlic. I think I'll do some roast potatoes with it. We've got some leftover parsnips. I'll do some cabbage and have the rest of the salad that I made for lunch. I made some risotto salad for lunch, which is like a type of pasta, and like mixed it obviously in with stuff. I put tuna in it, so I don't know if it'll go with beef. Oh well, it will have to go with beef. So yeah, roast potatoes, cabbage, tuna risotto salad and roast beef. I'm so tired. I think it's because I've just been laying awake at night Googling instead of going to sleep, and I shouldn't because I'm not doing anything important. Does anyone else do that? They just lay in bed just looking at anything they can think of on Google. So I've got tea on, it's 6 o'clock. I've got roast in the oven, potatoes and parsnips. There'll be another probably half an hour now, so I'm going to have a shower while they're cooking. This is what happens when I try and put my shoes on in the morning. Come on, please let me put my boots on. Please, little Lucy, please. I've cooked my cake and I'm off to the supermarket just to get a few things. The cake is delicious. It's such a nice flavour, like it's sponge with pear and chocolate, and the pear just makes it really moist, and the chocolate obviously adds some sweetness and flavour to it. I'm just in the field with all the fruit trees, and I'm just looking at the figs and seeing whether they're ripe or not. There's some that have come, I don't know if they're ripe or not, they're soft and turned purple, but when I open them, it's not that like really deep red inside, so I don't know. The rest of them are green, so I think I'll just have to wait for the rest of them to turn, and then I presume they'll be ready. I'm not really sure. Some have already been eaten by birds, so like this one, see it's all red inside, but it's still green on the outside. I'm not really sure when I should be picking them. This is a red one that I've just picked off the bush. You see that? There you go. It's kind of red and it's soft. And if you look when I open it, it's actually brown inside, and I can see a little worm. So that's obviously gone off. Chuck that away. Got my little helper with me, Lucy Goosey. Lucy, good girl. Look at these big juicy peaches. There's only a few left, but I might just grab some. Found the walnuts. They're on this big tree here. I did not realise what they look like. I suppose I was just expecting nuts growing on a tree. They're like this green fruit. They look like green fruit. Anyway, this is what they look like. The only reason I noticed because one popped open like this. And you can see it growing inside. So I presume I need to pick the ones that haven't popped open yet, because these look like they've been eaten by something. So guys, I've given up trying to get the husks, the green shell off my walnuts. I started off trying to just cut it off with a knife. Didn't work. Then I googled actually how you meant to do it, and someone said you put it on tarmac then stand on it. It didn't work either because the walnut inside cracked as well as the green skin. So now I've given up and I'm making bacon and egg pie. So guys, it's 9:30 on a Saturday night and Ben is in the office budgeting and I'm baking bread. Rock and roll lifestyle. That's it, ready now. So I'll take it out of the oven. Stop beeping. It's bacon and rosemary bread. So it smells really good. There we go, that's it out of the oven. See all the rosemary bits and the bacon bits popping out. I think the bacon's mostly in the middle because I folded it in. So we won't have any of that until tomorrow, so the proof will be in the pudding tomorrow as to whether it's nice or not. Morning everybody. We're feeding the cows again this morning. I'm driving and Ben is forking out the silage. Little helper's here again. My little helper. Just sat having lunch. I've got bacon and egg pie that I made yesterday, and I've got a slice of the bacon and rosemary bread that I made, so have a taste of that and see if it's nice. Ben's tiling for me this afternoon, tiling the kitchen wall.
I'm doing it for you.
For me. My little slave man. So we've got white or metro. Well, they're technically cream, but I think they look more like white metro style tiles, and we're going to have a dark grey grout. So I'll show you that once a little bit more progress has been made. Come on, hurry up. Hurry up. I've just been doing a little bit of weeding in my veggie patch this afternoon. I pulled my beetroot out because it didn't grow. I don't know what happened to it, but something ate all its leaves and the roots just didn't really grow. So I pulled that out. I've been trimming up my tomato plants, which are growing amazingly. I need to get some more string and tie them up because they're just growing really fast. I think the tomatoes are looking reasonably big, so hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll get a good crop from them. I've got a little munchkin puppy that loves running in and out of all the veggies and causing the muck up, don't you? Weeing in my garden, eh? Thank you, little pup. So, a look at all those tomatoes. Just had one off here that's gone red. These are looking pretty big. My broccoli's growing as well, finally. I never thought it was going to grow. So the leaves were massive and the heads weren't appearing, but I can start harvesting that soon, I think. These are a little bit smaller. Still there, one there. Only one there. And my cauliflower's not heading up yet, I don't think. Can't see any heads. But the leaves are huge. It's a bit of an uneconomical thing to grow because they just take up so much room. All the big leaves, no cauliflower heads. Guys, it's 10 to 8 and Ben's just finished tiling. I've just finished clearing up after him and ready to cook dinner now. I think I'm just going to do something really easy, which is probably going to be pasta because I'm really hungry. I'm really tired. I just want to go to sleep. So these are the tiles. Quite impressed with them. The tiles need to be grouted. They'll be grouted tomorrow probably, and Ben will just fix these sockets back on, but I'm really quite pleased with them. So guys, it's 8:45, we've just had dinner. I'm just about to go in the shower and get to bed, and we need to put the puppy to bed, who's currently being naughty and running around the house. Little puppy, you're meant to be in your bed, which is over there. You're not meant to be on the carpet, are you? You know that though, don't you? You just like being cheeky. You just like being cheeky and having cuddles with Mum. Aww. Come play with Mum. Come on. Come on. You want to play with Dad? You want to play with Dad? No. Lily, get off me. Lily. No. No. Play nicely. Play nicely. Tiny. Right guys, I'm actually gonna go now. Have a good week.